Papa Crow and my wife.
I'm Mama Duff. We're coming to you from Coven Manor. We wanted to do just a little introduction so that everyone knew what was going on with this video today. We plan on interviewing one of our Coven members who has been with us for, like a little over a year.
Yeah, he's going on his second.
Right, he's going on his second year. So we wanted to get an interview with him before he actually left, because he's moving to Alaska. He's found that his journey's taken him back to the beginning, which is great. We are really glad of the progress that he's made and the fact that he's actually taken initiative to get himself taken care of. But we just wanted, we just wanted to say welcome to Madness-Magick and The Moon.
You want to introduce yourself?
My name is Bruce.
We call him Vampyre Bruce.
Bruce for Vampyre Bruce. When I was working in restaurants, I was Bruce, Chef Boy Are You Ugly, Bruce Bigelow, shit like that. I got weird names. My birth name, full name is Bruce Lloyd. Mother said Jr. Started dabbling, I guess, and researching when I was 16. 38. I started out as a solitaire witch, not knowing really where to start out. I just did research, started here, dabbling there, and then when I got in my 20s, I decided, you know what, this is one path that I enjoy. Yes, actually, believe it or not, the first one I actually had was when I was 8 years old back home.
Got back home in Alaska?
Yeah, I was back home staying with one of my uncles on my father's side and his wife. It was more towards Halloween, and I thought I was just hallucinating because I was sitting outside, and then back home in wintertime, we just constantly have darkness. So there was one light. It was going down to the bus stop, waiting, and I looked over, and I had to blink a couple times because I was like, that is not supposed to be. Because I've been at that bus stop more than once.
What did it look like?
It was like a little child, but see-through. More an apparition, right? But I could sense that there was something wrong with it, right? And then my second one was still 8 years old, but when I got back down here, out of Spring City, and now Spring City is an old place in a way, but I was hearing this tapping on my window. And being on the base of part of the Appalachian Mountains, I didn't know when you were that young not to follow the tapping like I do now.
Did anything happen to you when you were 8 that would have attracted like supernatural things to you? I think it might have triggered that.
I don't know. I mean, at that point, I did have damage in my ear when it started back home.
What?
Climbing the butte out in Palmer, we have this area called the Butte. We have a big ass hill called the Hill. And my father, my grandparents, my father's side, the ashes spread. So first time hiking it before the snow came, me and the cousins on the mother's side, we were doing barrel log those down and a stick up there waiting to my right ear.
So those ashes spread before that or after that?
Oh, that was way, way, way before that.
I think it was your ancestors saying, hey, you need to listen to me.
Yeah.
There's a bit of your dad on a stick.
If you don't listen, we're going to teach you.
Well, but I believe it's more because the way the Alaska Triangle energies, the disappearances, the weird phenomena.
Yeah, I just want to know if you being 8.
I mean, it could be.
Yeah,
Why? Let me ask you. We noticed obviously you have an eye patch on. When did that start with your eye?
My eyesight, both eyes are really good. My eyesight actually started going in 2007.
What did they say was wrong with it?
I have keratoconus disease. It's a hardcore stigmatism disease. I did 2 surgeries, one in each eye, called crossings. What they will do is it's like a 30-minute deal on each eye. But they put these drops in it for the disease. And because of doing the cornea transplant and not getting the sutures out in time, there's a lot of scarring. Yeah. And I still have the disease. The disease can wake up any time, finish my right eye, finish what natural cornea I have in the left eye, and then that partial. As of right now, if I take out this contact here, I won't know anything's there until I'm back on top.
So essentially, you're blind.
I am. I can't see past my nose.
Got it.
Right? I can see out there. I can see silhouettes and some movement and the colors and the lights. But when it's dead dark out, I have to use my hearing. I have to use my feel, and I try to do the same pattern.
That's kind of significant when you think when it comes to magic work and what you've been doing here recently.
That's like so many years after
your own path.
Yeah, and it's like seeing without seeing. Like how we can do with like crystal balls and tarot, and even with pendulums, we see without seeing.
Yeah, you gotta develop your other sense.
I have one, and it was only one before this. It was more of like nothing like this here. It's more of classes, homework. I was the only male in it, but it just didn't feel right. But to me, it felt more forced and pushed. Like they were trying to get into the whole part of this community we're in, and that. And did I respect them? Yeah, I respect them because they're trying. But it didn't feel right. To me, this felt discombobulated in different areas. But I had to take a step back because at that time, I had the cornea transplant coming in. I was dealing with some mental issues. And then at some point, me stepping back, dealing with this, I'm basically getting cut out of it. Like,
Sounds like it wouldn't work.
It wasn't really working, and then
so essentially there was no real direction.
No,
they had no direction.
Yeah, it's not easy to get the right group of
No.
together. It's not.
What's funny
It doesn't mean it was bad. It just was bad. Not everyone vibes together.
No, and what's funny is 2 of them actually reached out before I was coming back from the West Coast here traveling, asked me if I could start my own, and if I did, they would come my coven. And I'm like, first off, I don't know what it takes to be a priest or a high priest right now. And
I love that about you. Truth and humility, that's what it takes.
I mean, it takes a lot. And I see how you guys are running it and that. And I do have that goal to become a high priest. Alright, so with that, I know for a while after I met my and then Anna, some people are from group down there at their store when I was helping them running. There's that energy. It's like, okay, love it. And then Papa Crow was asking, you should come to one of our Ritz, our open Ritz. I kept pushing it off because I kept getting told, no, they are this, they are that. But I'm one of these people, I don't like rules.
Yeah, we're a little dark.
Yeah, I don't care. It's fun. So before I started traveling, when I came that March in and seeing how it was all being worked out, it hit. I'm like, these are my people. This is what I am looking for, right? And then when I was traveling, sitting there over in the West Coast, sitting there, I'm like, I want to be part of it. But how can I bring it up saying, hey, how can I be part of you guys? Your family, Coven, and that. And it wasn't like, oh, this was just like, just ask them, dude. Just ask them.
So, as you were coming in, what was the main rule? Like, what your probate time? How long was that?
A year and a day.
Year and a day.
Well, the difference is it's the other covens I was in. didn't feel like they were connected. Like I said, it was all cabal, and they felt like you had this person trying to do this with this person trying to push back, and all it goes this way stuff. But here it's like there's connect. You're all connected. It doesn't matter if you're family or not. You will be part of it.
Structure.
Yeah, structure.
So let me ask you a question. The things that were being said about how we were so dark and how our practice was dark and we did dark magic. So did you find that was true once you got into the coven, that we were super dark?
No. See, the thing is like vampirism, draconian, doesn't matter. There, without one, you can't have the other. Without the dark, you can't have the light. Without the light, you can't have the dark. The thing is, with me, it all balances. With this here, it's what people are saying what is dark and evil. That's a Christian fucking thing. I mean, it needs to stop. It needs to go away. Because without it, it doesn't matter. And it's not dark, as they may say. And it's not, I mean, they mean,
Nature.
it is. It's like me and Papa Crow's talked before is within nature, you have your predators and your prey. Your predators go after the prey. Well, the prey have to start becoming smarter to outdo the predators. And once with life, without death, you cannot have new life either. So it's that whole recycle within the realms of the earth, the astral planes, the cosmos. And it's like over there, it's like when we did rituals there, it was music, it was through recordings, and that it went like 30 minutes virtual. Okay? Here, it's we're all in it together. We're all participating. We're all learning the setups and all this. And like Belton and Astara, and we have the passion plays. We can perform out what is going on. We have chances ourselves to do our own rituals, to move up in our levels. Oh yes. And I feel I do, because like I can sit there and be like, okay, this isn't working out. What should I do? Okay, I can go into a meditation, go into the astral realm, be like, okay, what is going on? To me, that's how I can find more answers, right? And then when I can come back out, okay, this is what I got to do. But with this as being a better practitioner, I'm learning. Okay, life is what we want our lives to be, not what everybody else wants our lives to be. And I feel like my vibration within me is being vibrating higher to the point that I have people not only down here, back home, and a few other places calling me like, dude, we're wanting to start the path you're going.
So they're seeing a change, and you're finding your own true will.
Yeah, and I tell them, like, are you ready to take what you were raised that's in the back of your skull, learn the friggin' truth about it? Are you ready to go wild, free, and feral? If you are, fine, let's go do this. And there are some things I can teach them, but then I also know I got to be like, hey, you got to do the search yourself. Because I may know this, but you got to know this.
Yeah, there's also Coven secrets.
Yeah. They said, what about the stuff you learn in the Coven? I said, nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Now, if I do an open read, yeah, fine, you come see how I do an open read. But until you want to join, and then there's still steps to that, I cannot.
No, steps are important.
Oh, yeah, steps on.
Yeah, they keep the whole Coven safe.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Oh, snap. Well, there's a lot of advice I can give to
Just one.
find the community, man. That, like, find somebody in this pagan, even, it doesn't matter if you're witch, Wiccan, if you're going into Norse paganism, find somebody in that community that has knowledge upon it. You can do your research all you want, okay, that will help you too, but find somebody in the community that is willing to take you under their broomstick, their wing, their axe, whatever, to help you along the way, because you're always going to learn. You always have to learn. There are practitioners out there that say, no, we got to keep this to ourselves. But if we do not teach you younger witchlings, or whatever you want to be called, coming into this, we're gone. We're done for. They already tried wiping us out once before, and we're still here. But if we do not teach the younger generation, the older generation that's just starting to come into this, what we know, then our craft, our community is just going to die out like they were.
What would you have to say about that, Crow?
Well, I like first, when me and Mama first started out, we didn't even know that there was any other witches. And then all of a sudden, they popped out of nowhere. Like, there's more of you guys? But I would say that's a great advice. But to the community at large, too, there has to be a community for them to find a community. And that means we need to put our differences aside, and we need to start gathering, and we need to start truly building a powerful coalition to represent our path.
Oh, yeah.
Because right now, we're being ruled by Christian nationalists.
Oh, we are. And the thing is, too, is like they have these new AI songs coming out.
Yeah. TikTok's shameful sometimes.
I know. If you're scared to come out of the room closet, don't be. I mean, that's your first step of empowerment, of self-aware and growing your vibration and being like, look,
I would say that one thing all practitioners, especially young ones, need to do is first thing they need to foster is a good sense of discernment, so that when they find that teacher, they can discern the good teacher from the bad teacher. There is a lot of bad teachers. Oh, yeah,
those that will just...
They take advantage.
Oh, yeah.
And that's in all communities. It's
not
just ours.
Oh, yeah.
It's all of them. Some people just there to make money.
Oh, yeah. There's actually two that I look up to that I actually do. I'm sorry, I'm going to get a little teary-eyed here.
Okay.
All right, so first up, before I explain this, is like I never really had really good family growing up. Only my grandfather really showed me love, and that he's no longer here on this realm. But these two took me in one of their own, especially when I had some issues at the beginning of the year happen. And they're like an adopted mom and dad, and that's Papa Crow and Mama Dove. Alright? If I do something stupid, they'll be like, calmly tell me, hey, you did this like my grandfather did. It doesn't matter if my grandfather was up to here, red line, angry, his voice always stayed here. Right? And anytime I have questions, if it's about life, if it's about what we're doing within the Phoenix Coven, it doesn't matter. I can always go to them, and they will sit down and talk with me. If I'm having a bad day and they can sense it, they'll pull me aside and say, hey, what's going on? And I don't have to hide who I truly am within this family that basically took me and adopted me as adopted son, adopted grandson, adopted uncle, adopted brother. Yes.
Yeah, we're going to miss you.
I know. I'm going to miss you guys too. But this isn't a goodbye.
We are also very, very proud of where you are and your accomplishments, and more proud of the fact that you're taking initiative for yourself.
Yeah,
because I've had these dreams of homesteading, living this basically in the backwoods hermit witch life, do that scary thing that freaks me about woods for so many years. Yeah. But I always had these family, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, you're this, you're that, and I've started feeling that for so many years.
You are.
Yeah, and I started becoming who I was, but then I don't know what really happened. I believe it was when Grandpa passed away that I was like, I could do it. It's just why I try, because no matter what I do for myself, I'm getting yelled at. Even though I get told, you're your own person, go do you. But when I go do me, I was like, no, you can't do that. You stuff so. But it's Papa Crow and Mama Dove are the ones I really do look up to.
I will try to live up to that.
Yeah.
That's all I can say, and it's an honor.
didn't choose 10 because, come on.
Yeah.
We all know, even in 5 years, there's a lot that can change.
Yeah. Or as of right now, and I'm going to stick to this because I've been wanting it. In 5 years' time, I want to have my land. Have my house may not be built in that 5 years' time on the ideas I have, but I want my cabin. I want to live the homestead life, hunting, fishing, growing my food, trapping, and that. I want to gain more knowledge within the path I'm going, help those that are coming into this community that's back home. At some point, of course, if 5 years will allow me, I would like to start my own food truck.
How about your path?
A magical path. If I can get to, that one's a little tough right now because, like, as of right now, there is a goal of becoming a high priest, but I know I won't make it in a 5 year span.
Don't mean you can't try.
Oh, I'm going to keep trying no matter what, but of course, life will hit, and I'll have to take a step back and figure out, okay, I got to redirect this.
Let me tell you a secret. That's what makes you a good life. Those moments when you have to adjust, those are moments when you get in that role, and others come to you, you have a way of communicating to them your own life experiences to help them. So yeah, that's necessary.
Good. I have to step back and redirect, right? Okay, this isn't working out. Which way do I go? And then, of course, if I can't figure it out, I'll get a hold of you guys.
But it didn't get here overnight.
No.
We didn't get to the spot where we're at, and we did exactly that. As anything that any time that we were within a practice, life would usually hit like it does everyone. You have to step back and you have to negotiate
evaluate.
terms sometimes.
Yeah, reevaluate.
And reevaluate where you're at, what's your priorities.
Sometimes your priorities have to change.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I think that's a good thing to say. I think it's very big of you to make that statement in 5 years that you won't be there in 5 years as a high priest, because nobody knows where they'll be within 5 years. Nobody knows where their practice will be. They can say it's going to be in a specific spot, or they're going to get to a specific point
Good.
by that time, but you don't know.
Life will humble you no matter what. Some of us have been humbled more than once. And just
It's what it takes sometimes.
Words of the wise. As fast as you've gained it, you can lose it just as fast. And or quicker. And
All right.
just keep on going. Don't stop.
Growth is important.
It is.
I think that's a good statement, because like material gain is not the treasures of the earth. That is not the true treasure. The true treasure is what we're making right here.
Oh yeah,
It's bond.
the memories, the bonds. You know what? To me, the less I have, the happier, believe it or not.
What you take with you is the exact same thing you leave behind.
Yeah.
And that is how you're working.
Yeah.
All right, Papa.
That rich son, I'm so proud of him.
Yeah, very, very proud of him. So that was Bruce. He'll be leaving and by the end of the week.
Yeah, I had a broken heart. It hurts my heart.
Yeah. I wish him a lot of luck. And I know that we're going to see him again. He'll be traveling down here. He's a vagabond, dude. I'm telling you, he'll go everywhere, which is very good. I'm very, very proud of where he's come from, where he's been.
And there's a lot of people in our community that right now they're homeless and find themselves in broken places, and they really, really need those in our community that can help them to help them. Well, the light is hidden in the darkness. And if God has sent us the broken to make it better, that's what we're going to do.
Yep. Yes, it is.
This is madness.
And it's magic.
And the moon.
Bye.